Radha premamaya hare jivanena dhane nityam Radha Krishna gate mama Krishna ge sthita Radha Radha ge sthita Hari jivanena dhane nityam Radha Krishna gate mama Krishna premamaya Radha Radha premamaya Hari jivanena dhane nityam Radha Krishna gate mama Krishna ge Radha Radha ge Hari Hare Krishna devotees. So I welcome you all to today chapter number 15. Okay. We have reached till chapter number 15. So we are going to start chapter number 15 today. Chapter name is Purushottam Yoga. Okay. So today chapter also very nice. Okay. So we'll see how detachment, Krishna talks about detachment, and Krishna talks about the law of transmigration to the next body. How nicely Krishna talks those things. Krishna tell us about those things. We'll see. Okay. Very nice chapter today. So let's start today's chapter with Gurupana mantra. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashilakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhavaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha Namam Vishnu Pada Krishna Ptaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is founder Acharya of ISKCON, and we pay our humble obeisances unto his lotus feet and beg for his mercy so that his teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can apply in our life. So yesterday what we have read? We have read about the three modes. So we have read about the trap, three modes, Sattvagun, Rajogun and Tamogun. We have in detail, we have seen Sattoguni people, how they are calm, peaceful, okay? They can see the solution. The pious people, they can acquire the knowledge in this mode. Rajoguni people, they are active, greedy, okay? They are too much attached to the fruits and they are too much money-minded, okay? Always active, unlimited desires, Rajoguni people. Tamoguni people, ignorance, lazy, okay? Then intoxication, in illusion, darkness. So these are the things, few things which are in the Rajoguni people. Raise for prominence, sometimes Rajoguni, sometimes Satogun become prominent, sometimes Rajogun, sometimes Tamogun. Okay, depends on with which mode we are in contact with in the nature. Okay, so raise for prominence. Then actions in three mode. Satoguni people, they go to higher loka and they acquire the knowledge, they acquire purification. Rajoguni people, they can go down and they can stay in the earthly planets, and they want happiness, but they ultimately they get this misery and they are greedy. Okay, and the tamoguni people, they go to lower loka or lower planetary systems, and result is illusion, madness. Okay, so that was the results. And then pure life, we have understood the pure life, how we can live a pure life. we can live a pure life by follow the four regulative principle, by associating with the sattvic people, by associating with the devotee, by eating sattvic food, um, by wearing sattvic clothes, by chanting, okay, by environment. Our environment should be sattvic. Okay, so by this way, it is very easy to transcend ourselves in the sattvic mode. Okay, so that we have seen. Now, we are going to see how we are progressing to chapter number 15. Okay. So in chapter number 14, Krishna explained the three modes, how they work, how they bind Jiva, and how they can be destroyed by Krishna Bhakti. This we have seen in chapter number 14. Now, but to attain devotion to him, one needs detachment. Okay. From the material world. Krishna describes Purushottam Yoga here. Okay, so now let's see what Krishna is describing in the form of Purushottam Yoga. So what we are going to discuss today. So this slide describes what we are going to discuss. First, we are going to see hotel or home. So whether with this world is hotel or home. Okay, hotel means temporary place. Home is a permanent place. So if this world is a hotel, what is our real home? Okay, both Krishna is going to describe, and side by side in this section we are going to discuss becoming detached from the material world. How we can become detached from the material world. Then second is the options. Okay, transmigration, how we transmigrate in this world. Okay, how after that Jiva takes new body. The transmigration options we are going to see. Then third is maintainer. Krishna's position as our maintainer. Okay, how Krishna is maintaining everything, that we are going to see in the third part, that is maintainer. Krishna's position as our maintainer. And fourth is the essence. Summary of Veda and Vedanta. And if you see, we can see the three stars are there. Three shloka of that is called three shloki Gita from the chapter number 15. We are going to also discuss in this 16, 17, and 18. Okay, three shloki. And then last we are going to see knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Okay. So these things we are going to see today. The mnemonic is home. First part, hotel or home. Okay. Becoming detached from the material world. So let's see hotel or home. Okay. So before we start, one question for you. What is this and what you can make out from this tree? Think something after seeing this tree. What do you think? Think about something. Okay. What you can make out from this tree and put in the chat box. Answers are coming. Yes. Banyan tree, its roots are upside. Home, home, home. Okay. Everyone, please answer. Only few answers till now we have got. Power of togetherness, illusion of many tree, temporary place to stay.
Prabhuji,
Okay.
it looks like a not a permanent place, a temporary place wherein it's all upside down.
Okay. 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 So let's see the description. So this chapter starts with first shloka spoken by Krishna. So Krishna is speaking 15.1. Krishna is saying, Shri Bhagwan Vacha Urdhva Moolam Madha Shakham Aswatham Prabhur Abhyayam Chandam Siyasya Paranani Yastava Veda Savedavid. So Shri Bhagwan Vacha, Krishna is saying, Urdhva Moolam. Urdhva means upside, Moolam means root. So roots are upside. Adha Shakham, the branches are down. Shakham is the branches. Adha means down. So root is up and branches are down. Aswatham prahur abhyam. There is a banyan tree which is abhyam. This is imperishable. Chandam siyasya paranani. The leaves are like chandam. Chandam means the Vedic hymns. Paranani means leaves. So whose leaves are like chanda are the Vedic hymns. Yasatam Veda Saved with a person who knows this is the real knower of Veda. Okay. Krishna says there is a tree whose roots are up and branches are down, and the leaves are like Veda, Vedic hymns. Okay. And this is a banyan tree. And one person who knows this banyan tree is actual knower of the Veda. Oh, actual knower of the Veda. What is so important in this tree? One may ask. What is so important that just by knowing this tree, a person is uh, called to have said to have knowing all the Veda. Okay, so let's try to understand. Let's focus on this tree first, then we'll see. Okay, so we are seeing this tree. So we'll discuss on this tree. Okay, okay. So you see, this is roots are up and branches are down. Okay, so roots are up and branches are down. Okay, one more thing. If you see then the roots, Brahmaji is sitting. Brahmaji is from every living entity is originating from Brahmaji. So Brahmaji is sitting here in the roots and branches are down. Okay. If you see this type of tree we have seen when we go to like on the side of lake, okay, on the side of lake where original tree will be there and we can see the reflection on the water. Okay, so this tree is like temporary reflection of material world, temporary reflection, and this is the material world. Okay, so this world, this material world is like temporary reflection. So temporary reflection, but whose temporary reflection? So temporary reflection of some other tree, and that tree is called eternal real tree. So there is temporary reflection is this material world, and there is eternal real tree is there in the spiritual world. So this material world is called a reflection of the spiritual world. Okay, so that is what Krishna is describing as opposite, something opposite like tree. Because this tree is just like reflection of the spiritual world. So this world, material world, just like the reflection of material spiritual world. This material world is called perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Okay, so material world, here you can see the red line. This material world, the material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Okay, perverted reflection of spiritual world. So that is what the banyan tree they said. Entanglements in the material world. So this tree is very big. This material world, our material world is very big. Okay, so many things are there. What are those things? Few things are listed here. 15.2. The branches of this tree extends downward and upward and nourished by the three modes of material nature. The branches are going up and down and is nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the object of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. So let's try to understand this tree in detail. Okay, what Krishna is describing to understand this tree. Okay, so this tree, if you see, this tree is shown here. So Brahmaji is sitting on the roots because Brahmaji is the originator of the material world. That's why he's sitting in the roots. Okay, and you can say Brahmaji is in the highest planets, the Brahmaloka. Okay, so Brahmaloka is the or Satyaloka. That is called Brahmaloka or Satyaloka, highest planet. So where Brahmaji lives. So Brahmaji is sitting at the highest planet. If you come down, you can see here Ganeshji is there. You can see a Saraswati Ma is there. If you can see is the Indradev is there. So the Devatas are there now. Okay, Devatas are there. If you come little bit down, you can see Gandharva. You can see singers, Gandharvas. Okay, Apsaras, Gandharva. You can see here in this line, lower side. If you come down little bit more, you can find that human beings are there. They are doing some work. Okay, like they're working, they're working, they're working, they're working. Okay, so human beings are there. And if you can see, the fruits are also here in the human being line, like economic development, religiosity, and sense gratification, like dharma, artha, and kama. These are called dharma, artha, and kam. So what your work is doing, the result is dharma, artha, and kam. For these three things, a person works. Okay. Fourth fruit is here, that is called liberation, upside. Okay. So dharma, arth, and kam is there on the human being line. Okay. Now, if you come down a little bit more, you can see animal species are there. Animals are there. Okay? Animals are there. If you come down, the lower species are there. So high, up to down, you can see that the species, okay, or the higher planetary system. Then it is coming lower planetary system gradually. Like that, this tree is there. One more thing, the pious activities are there. If you see here, pious activities are there. So if you are doing pious activity, these branches can take you up. Okay, so some branches are going up, which are going to higher planetary system. Some branches are going down. These are called impious activity, Daivik gun and Asuric gun. So these are the Daivik gun. These are the Daivik activity. These are Asuric activity. So Asuric activity takes person down. Daivik activity takes a person up. Okay, so these things are there in this tree. Now, this tree, if you can see here, it is from here, the spiritual world is starting. So this tree, one tree is also being shown here with Radha and Krishna. So this tree is a reflection. Okay. So this tree is a reflection of this spiritual tree. This material world is reflection of spiritual world. Okay. And there is a, a, a thing which separates the material world from spiritual world, and that thing is the desire. Okay. Desire is separating the material world from spiritual world. Whether we want spiritual world or whether we want material world, whatever we want, that is the most important thing. Okay. So many things are there in this material world. So many attachments are there. So many entanglements are there in this material world. Few are like cheating propensities there in this material world. Like greed is there in this material. These are our entanglements. Okay. Like impious activities are there. Sense objects are there, attachments are there, sense gratification is there, desires are there, sins are there, pious activity, impious activity, lust, anger. So many entanglements are there. Just like a fly come in contact with a web. So everywhere it is entangled now. He cannot fly. So many entanglements are there in this material world. When a person comes in contact with the material world, he is bound by these things to the material world. So much binding, so much entanglements are there in this material world. Okay, so this is very dangerous. So many, once you come in contact, it is very dangerous. You are in contact, you are bound now. Okay, like that. So the thing is, the question arises, how we can cut the tree then? If this tree is so dangerous, this material world's tree is so dangerous, and so many attachments are there, so many entanglements are there, how we can detach ourselves? How we can go away from this material world if so many attachments are there, so many entanglements are there? So this tree is very dangerous, and a person who knows this tree is the actual knower of this Veda. Okay, that's why Krishna is telling the person who knows this tree is the actual knower of the Veda. Okay, so how we can cut the tree? So we are thinking, oh my God, how do I get out of this material world? Because this material world is so entangling. Everything is entangling here. Okay, Krishna says, cut down this tree. How to cut down this tree? Cut it down with the sword of detachment. Detachment is the only way out. You can see this picture. This is a sword which is cutting the tree. So with the detachment, we can cut this tree. Okay. So detachment is the sword with which we can cut the tree. Proper knowledge about Lord Jiva and their relationship is important, and surrender to Krishna is important. Okay. So detachment is the only way out. So Arjuna is thinking now, how do I cultivate detachment? Okay, you told that this material world is very dangerous, so much entangling. Okay, and detachment is only way out. Okay, then how to cultivate that detachment? How we can cultivate the detachment? Okay, so many people have this question: how to cultivate this detachment? How we can cultivate this detachment from this material world? Yes, we have this question. So Krishna answers. This is the line which answers: only by surrender. Only by surrender we can become detached. How? If we attach from Krishna, if we attach to Krishna, we can easily detach from the material world. Okay. So detachment comes after attachment. Okay. When we attach to Krishna, naturally the things which are not required will automatically will detach ourselves from that, because Krishna is there. When Krishna comes in our life, automatically we'll see that the things which are not required, automatically we become detached from that. Okay. Constant association with the devotee, keep chanting, keep reading, diet and devotion, keep following the process. You will see that it is very natural to detach the things which are not required for self-realization, for the advancement in the devotional life. So the only way out is detachment, and only way out to cultivate the detachment is attachment to Krishna. So detachment is the secondary thing. First thing is attachment to Krishna. Detachment we don't want. We want attachment to Krishna. Detachment will follow automatically. We don't have to endeavor too much. Okay. Detachment follow automatically when we attach ourselves to Krishna. Okay. So only by surrender. But who will be able to surrender to Krishna? Nirmama mohajita sangadosha adhyatma nitya vinirvatti kamaha dvandair vimukta sukha dukkhair sanjair gachanti amudha padam avyayam tat. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal and who are done with the material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto Supreme Person, attains to that eternal kingdom. Okay? Who can surrender, Krishna is describing. So the detachment comes after attachment to Krishna. How nice this concept is. Okay? How nice. If you attach yourself to something superior, lower taste automatically we can leave. Okay. If I give someone a scooty, he will leave he can leave the cycle very easily. If I give him like a motorcycle, he can leave the scooty very easily. If I give him a car, he can leave the motorcycle very easily. So higher taste, when we have higher taste, we can leave the lower taste very easily. Okay. A person is so much attached to eating a biscuit, so much attached to eating biscuits. He has biscuit, he is not giving anyone that biscuit. If I am saying him, I'll give you paneer pakoda, I will give you something like very nice food stuff of paneer or anything which the person likes very much. If I give that, easily that person will say, okay, take the biscuit, give me that. Okay. If we attach ourselves to higher things, lower taste we can easily detach. If we attach from to higher taste, lower taste we can easily leave out. Okay. So that is the concept of detachment. So false ego, free from false ego. Krishna says free from false ego. Who can attach himself to Krishna? The person who is free from false ego. False ego. This property belongs to me. Actually, this person thinks, all of us think that this property belongs to me. Which property is mine? None is mine. Krishna wants in 1 second he can take away. Okay. So which property is mine? Actually, no property is mine. Every property belongs to Krishna. This is Krishna's mercy that Krishna is giving us the property, these things, so that we can utilize for his service. If we are utilizing for our sense gratification, that is like a thief activity, like a stealing activity, false ego. Okay. The person who identifies himself with the body is having false ego. A person who identifies himself with the soul, I am servant of the Krishna, then that is called true ego. So this property belongs to me, but we forget that we are actually here temporarily. And this property, maybe may think that this property is today ours, tomorrow some other person will take away this property. But actually this all property belongs to Krishna. Who is the actual owner? Krishna is the actual owner. False identification. How dare you call me a fool? Result of wrong identification with the body. Okay. How dare you call me a fool? This person is thinking. Actually, we are all fool. This human body we are having, this body we are having in the material world itself is a proof that we are a fool, number one. That's why we are here. Okay. I am super talented, earning a lots of money. I am the best. Yay. Yay. Best. I am talented, earning super lot of money. I am the best. Illusion. Everything which is there, which is given to me, is Krishna's mercy. No talent is there which is my talent. Actually, every talent is given by Krishna. Okay. Whatever money I am earning, that is due to mercy of Krishna. Many talented people are there who are not able to earn. Many non-talented people are there who are earning. So actually it doesn't depend on talent. Actually it depends on Krishna's mercy. How much mercy we have from Krishna. Okay, so everything is Krishna's mercy. That's how a devotee takes these things. So actually I am a fool who left abode of Krishna and suffering here. That is free from false prestige. We are fool number one because we are here. We are in this material world because we are fool number one. We thought that we will be happy away from Krishna. So I'm a fool who left abode of Krishna and suffering here. Okay. Everything is Krishna's mercy, free from false illusion. Nothing is mine. Everything is Krishna. Today, whatever things I am thinking, this is mine. Tomorrow, some other person will take away. Okay. Nothing is mine. Free from false prestige, illusion. So that is the first part, hotel or home. So actually we saw that this is a hotel. Okay. Hotel. Temporary we are here. Original home is somewhere else. Krishna will describe that original home also. Okay. So let's see the second part. We are going to see options transmigrate. So this will start with Krishna giving the option of the Krishna is describing home also. Okay. So let's see the second part. Arjuna pondered, what if one doesn't attain to the spiritual world? What option will one have? What if we doesn't attain that spiritual kingdom? What options one will have? What is the option? How we are suffering in this material world? That Krishna is going to describe very nicely, second portion. So before telling the second portion, Krishna is describing his spiritual world. So understand that real tree, spiritual world. What about the real tree? Material world, we have understood that this material world is there. Spiritual world. So in Goloka chart, when we are discussing Goloka chart, we have discussed in detail about the spiritual world. Okay, Krishna described little bit, one or two sloka here in the Bhagavad Gita, just one or two sloka. Detailed discussion are there in the Bhagavatam, other Srimad Brahma Samhita. Okay, the discussion, more discussion is there, but just a tinge like things. A small discussion is there about the spiritual world here. 15.6. Krishna says, Na tad bhashyate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yadgatva na nivartante tadadhama paramam mama. How nicely Krishna describes. See, na tad bhashyate suryo. Suryo. Bhashyate means light. So for light, there is no need of sun there. Na shashanko na pavaka. Shashank means moon, and the pavaka is light, electricity. So there is no need of electricity, there is no need of sun, there is no need of moon there. Where Krishna says, Yadgatvana nivartante tadadhama paramam mama. Yadgatvana nivartante. Yadgatva. If we go there, na nivartante, we don't come back. If we go there, we don't come back. Tadadhama paramam mama. That paramdham, that topmost abode, that supreme abode is mine. So actually Krishna is describing about his home, Goloka Vrindavan. There is no need of sun for illumination because everything is full of light, full of knowledge. Here, if you see in material world, everything is dark. If there is no sun, everything is dark. We won't be able to see anything because everything will be dark because there is no sun. But in the spiritual world, everything is self-illuminating. Okay. No darkness is there in the spiritual world. So na tad bhashyate surya. So there is no need of sun, moon, or electricity. Everything is self-illuminating in my world. And na yad gatvana nivartante. If you go there, you won't come back. That is my paramdham. That is my supreme abode. Okay. So Krishna is describing about that loka. And then Krishna describes about ourselves that we belong to that loka. But let's read this loka and understand. Mamay vamso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manah shashtendriyani prakriti sthani karshati. So Krishna told about his loka, and then he is saying, Mamay vamso jiva loke, the living entity which is there in this world, they are my part. So if we are also Krishna's part, we belong to that spiritual world. Yes. So Krishna describes about his world first. Then he says that whatever jiva are there, that are also my part only. Mama vamso jiva loke. So the jiva in this loka are like my amsa, my part. Jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Okay. They are my eternal fragmental part. But why they are here? They belong to me. They belong to that world which is self-illuminating. What they are doing in this material world, the dark world, what they are doing? Manah shashtendriyani prakritisthani karsati. Karsati. A hard word Krishna is using. Very hard word Krishna is using. If you see the word meaning, manah shashtendriyani. Shashtendriyani. Six indriya, six senses, which include five senses, and one is mana. Mana is the man and the five indriya. Okay. Prakriti sthani karsati. And they are very struggling very hard here. Okay. They are very struggling very hard in this material world. Krishna is saying karsati. The word used is karsati. We are struggling here. Okay. So actually, we belong to that spiritual world. We belong to that world which Krishna described in the previous sloka, where everything is self-illuminating. But we are here suffering, struggling in this material world. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We belong to that world, but we are suffering here in this material world. Why we are suffering? Because of our senses. We belong to that world, but we are struggling here. Karsati. Very harsh word it is. Karsati, struggling, fighting here due to our indriya. Due to our indriya, we are suffering here. Okay. So this is what Krishna is saying. So we are all part and parcel of Krishna. So understand that Krishna is the ultimate father. Our ultimate father is Krishna only. Just like this, if you can see the she, it is a she and it is a drop of water. So if you see quality wise, both are same. This is also salty. The sea is also salty. The water drop is also salty. But quantity wise, there is much difference. One is Anu, one is Vibhu. Okay. So quality wise, we are same. Atma and Paramatma is same. Satchidanand quality. But quantity wise, there is different. Okay. That is being shown in this sloka, in this slide. If you see the fire and the spark, quality wise, both are same. The spark can also give rise to fire. Okay, it can burn anything, but quantity wise, very much different. So living entity is same in quality with Krishna. So we are same in quality, Satchidanand, but not in quantity. Which quality? Satchidanand, not same in quantity. Okay. So we are same with Krishna and in quality, but quantity, so much difference. Okay. Oh, if we still don't surrender and understand Krishna, what is next? We are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is having a very nice eternal world, but we are suffering in this material world because of our six indriya. Okay. If we still don't surrender and understand Krishna, what's next? What we can do next? So very nice look at this one. Process of transmigration Krishna is describing now. So process of transmigration, how we transmigrate through different body. 15.8 sloka, very important sloka. Sariram yad avapnoti yakshapi utkramati sravaha grihitaivtani samyati vayurgandan ivashayat. The living entity in the material world carries his different conception of life from one body to another, and as the air carries the aroma, thus he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Important lines I'm underlining. As the air carries the aroma, the living entity carries a different conception of life from one body to another. So what is the meaning of this line? Just like air passes through maybe some flower, okay, some lotus flower is there or rose flower is there, so it will carry the aroma from one part to another. Similarly, the soul, as it passes from one body to another, it carries the conception one has in one body to another body. So one body is there, soul is passing from this body to this body. So if soul is passing from this body to this body, another body, the body only changes. The conception doesn't change. Soul is same, conception will be same. Okay. The thinking will be changed. Desires will be same. Okay. It is not like that suddenly will become very spiritual. So suddenly after death, what will happen? Sudden change will be there in our, sudden drastic change will be there in our desires, and we'll go to Goloka Dham, we'll go to Krishna. No, it is not going to have that. It is not, it doesn't work in that way. What is going to happen is, whatever conceptions we have now, same conception we will carry. Now think about it. How our desires are. Is it contaminated or is it pure? Do we think about Krishna purely? Do we want Krishna purely? 100% we want Krishna only? Do we like, do we think like that? No, we have to, just opposite things are true. Like 24/7, we are thinking about the material things. This material thing, money, this side, that side. Okay, we'll be thinking 24/7 hour, 24/7 material things only. We are not thinking any time about the spiritual world. We are not thinking about any time about Krishna. Why, how our thinking process is going to change? So if there is no change in the thinking process, what is going to happen? We'll carry this conception again and again. Whatever conceptions we have now, we are going to carry the same conception in the next life also. Same desires will be there. Whatever desires we have, same desires will carry. Okay. So it is very, 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 very important to purify our desire in this human form of life only. This life, this birth is very important, because in human form of life, we can change our desire. We can develop our desire to love Krishna by associating with the devotee, by reading Bhagavad Gita, by chanting, by diet, by devotion. We can change our desires. We can purify our desires. We have that chance. And if we don't understand the chance, and if we waste the life, there is no fool greater than us. Okay, this is the chance, and many people are missing the chance. That is why it is important. Our desires are not going to change suddenly. Think like it. Think like that. In this conception, whatever material conception you are in, you go to Goloka. Just like, or think like you are going to Mayapur Dham. Okay, you are going to Mayapur Dham. The Dham is just a representation of the Loka of Krishna in this material world. But with our conception, what we are doing after going to Dham, are we able to do anything? Okay, so temple is there. Okay, just go and take darshan, just it. Okay, like that. Okay, something. Okay, something will do. Will come back. We'll go as a tourist. We'll come back. Is it like that? So what conceptions we have? Can you imagine that? People in earlier days, they used to travel all over the Dhama, just to. And when you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, you will see when Lord Chaitanya sees, when he goes to Jagannath Puri, he sees Jagannath deity, he's full of static love. Okay, those type of love we need to develop. And with this such contaminated desires, it is very difficult to achieve the spiritual world. Okay, we'll be here only transmigrating in this material world, life after life, life after life, life after life. So actually, this is a chance. This human form of life is a chance to purify ourselves, to get out from this material world, to get out from this material world and go to that Dhama. Tad gatvana nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. If we go there, we won't come back. That dham we want. Okay, so that is important. That is the process of transmigration. How we transmigrate? Again, Krishna says, the living entity thus taking another gross body obtains a certain type of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind, that he thus enjoy a particular set of sense of object. So with the conception, we go to the next life. So around the mind, the nose, the ear, the tongue, the sense object, the Gyanendriya will develop. Which type of Gyanendriya will develop? The Gyanendriya which will shoot to fulfill the desires. So if you have desires to eat meat like that, I'll give you one example. Eat. I love eating meat. I have desire to love eating meat so much. Okay, full desire is there. So the conception went to the next life, and now to suit the best, to fulfill the desires, whatever sense objects are required, whatever senses are required, will acquire the senses. So we'll acquire the ear of a lion, if you tongue of a lion, if the mouth face of a lion. So we get a body of lion. Okay. So like that we'll develop. So based on that we develop. Okay. Thus enjoy a particular set of sense object. Soul thus carried by the mind, he enters various bodies to obtain different senses for the goal of sense enjoyment. Okay. So we get senses according to our desires. And with this we get the body. Fools cannot understand or see the truth. How we are changing the body, they cannot understand. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all those things. Fools cannot understand how the body is changing, how the person is taking its birth. But a person whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see. A person who has this knowledge, he can see how we are changing the body. Okay. Fooled by modes, lust, desires cannot comprehend the change of the body. So fooled by modes, lust, and desire, we cannot comprehend the change of body. Foolish people. Okay. Foolish people. Who are foolish people? Not any other person. We are. I am the foolish people. Okay. Oh, how will one get attracted to you then? So if this world is so dangerous, if purification of desire is so dangerous, if if material attachment is so dangerous, if materially we come in contact, we become entangled, then how can we become attracted to you? Okay. So we'll see Krishna's position as maintainer. Okay, how Krishna maintains. Okay. Krishna maintains our gross body. Like Krishna is the origin of sun, moon, and fire. Krishna give up energy of life. Okay. Krishna says, I am everything and maintain everything. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha Prana Apana Shamayukta Pachami Annam Chaturvidham. I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all living entity, and I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming, to digest the four kinds of food stuff. The food we can eat, food we can chew, food we can suck, food we can lick, and food we can drink. Okay, four kinds of food stuffs are there, and Krishna is giving the digestive fire for digestion. Krishna is the fire of digestion for all the food stuff. Okay. One more important slide there. 15. Okay, Krishna says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannavishto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaisya sarvair aham eva vedyo vedanta krid vedavit eva chaham. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannavishto. Sarvasya chaham. Sarvas means everyone. Cha aham hridi sannavishto. I am sitting in everyone. Hriday, everyone heart. Everyone's heart I am sitting. Sarvasya cha aham hridi sannavishto. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. From me comes the smriti, means remembrance. Jnana means knowledge. Apohanam means forgetfulness. From me only comes the remembrance. From me only comes the knowledge. From me only comes the forgetfulness. If you are able to remember something, Krishna is giving this remembrance. If you are able to forget something, Krishna is giving the forgetfulness. If you are able to have knowledge about something, Krishna is giving the knowledge. Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo. Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo. Aham eva vedyo. I am to be the known. Vedaischa sarvair, from every Veda. Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo. What is the aim of Veda? I am to be the known from every Veda. I am the goal of every Veda. I am to be known from every Veda. Okay. Goal of Veda is to know Krishna. Vedanta Krita Vedavita Eva Chaham. Vedanta Krit. I am the creator of Vedanta, compiler of Vedanta. And Veda Vid Eva Chaham. I am the knower of the Veda. Okay. So Krishna is the ultimate aim to be known from the Veda. If a person is reading every Shastra and he is not knowing the essence that Krishna is the supreme, and we have to know Krishna, we have to love Krishna, then there is no meaning of reading the Shastra. Just by reading Bhagavad Gita, if you come to know that Krishna is the supreme and we should surrender to Krishna, that's it. Okay, that's it. That is what everyone should know. That is the ultimate aim of knowledge. Okay. Essence, 3 Shloki Gita we are going to see now. So 15.16, 17, and 18. So Krishna says there are 2 classes of being. One is fallible, one is infallible. Fallible and infallible means Akshar and Shar. Shar means who can deteriorate. Akshar means who cannot deteriorate. Infallible and fallible. Infallible means Akshar. They cannot fall from their position. Fallible means they can fall from their position. Okay. So any living entity which is there in this material world, material world 14 planetary system, that is called Shar, but that is called fallible. Any living entity which is there in the spiritual world, that is infallible. Okay. So Krishna says that there are 2 classes of being called fallible and infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible. Beside these two, there is a greatest living personality, the supreme personality, supreme soul, the imperishable Lord himself, who has entered the 3 worlds and is maintaining them. Because I am transcendental beyond both fallible and infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Veda as the Supreme Person. Okay? 3 Shloki Gita. 2 kinds of being are there, fallible and infallible. Lord is beyond them, and it is celebrated as Supreme Person in all the Vedas. Last part, knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Knowing Krishna means knowing everything, self-explanatory. Okay. Whoever knows me as a supreme personality of Godhead without doubting, the important highlighted red word is without doubting. Without doubting is the knower of everything. He knows everything. One who knows that I am the supreme personality of Godhead and they have to surrender to me, that person knows everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharat. A person who knows this fact that Krishna is supreme, what he will do? In Chaturshloki Gita, we have seen first shloka, Krishna is the source of everything, and a wise person who knows this fact surrender to him. Again, 15.19, Krishna is saying, a person who knows me without doubting that I am the supreme personality of Godhead, he will surrender to me with full devotional service, O son of Bharat. Okay, so one who understands the Vedanta Sutra, one who understands the Vedas, he will engage themselves in devotion service because they know Krishna. Okay, the aim of Veda is to know Krishna. They know Krishna, they will surrender. Essence of all. What is the essence of all? The most confidential part of the Vedic scripture, O sinless one. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. This is the most confidential part. So many people, they read Vedas, they want to know who are they, what is their aim of this life, who is supreme person. They won't know. Okay. Or if you see, if we have this life and we don't know what is the aim of this life, we don't know what we can do with this life, what we have to achieve with this life, then all these things have no meaning. Whatever other people will say, will try to achieve. Okay, you think you should achieve this, you become company's manager, you become this, you become that, this, that. Next life again start from zero. Okay, it's like that. So what is the most confidential part is, what is our aim of life? If we don't know what is the aim of life, persons take many births to understand one concept, what is the aim of their life. Person whole life they spend just to search one question, just to get the answer of one question, who are they and what is the aim of this life. Okay, Krishna is easily describing us. Ready-made knowledge is there in front of us that our aim of life is Krishna only, and if we achieve him, that is the perfection of life. And even after knowing this, we are not attracted to him, we are attracted to the impermanent things. The aim of life is there in front of us, we want different things. Okay, So the Krishna is saying the most confidential part of Vedic scripture, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me to you. The most confidential part is pure bhakti. Pure bhakti, Krishna is explaining. Most confidential part. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. Whoever knows this thing, he will called as wise. A person who knows the science of Krishna is the most wisest person. A person who know about Krishna is the most wisest person. Okay, that is the thing, essence of essence. Yes, so with this we come to end of our today's chapter. This chapter is very sweet. Okay, I hope you have you have realized the chapter. So let's summarize what we have learned. So it started with hotel or home. So Krishna first described this hotel. This hotel is just like inverted tree, banyan tree, where so much entanglement is there. We need to cut this tree. We need to become detached from this tree, and detachment comes after attachment to Krishna. Okay, so and then Krishna described the home also. Krishna describes that my home, my home is like na tad bhashate suryo na shashanko na pavaka. There is no need of moon. There is no need of sun. There is no need of any light. Everything is self-illuminating there, and a person who goes there, he doesn't come back. So if you don't go there, what are the different options we have? So in second part, we have seen the options. So options will transmigrate through this material world again and again, again and again. How will transmigrate? Just like air carries the aroma from one part to another, soul carries the conception from one life to another. And according to that conception, we get the senses around us, and we get the body according to that. The body which suits us best to fulfill the desires we have, that body will get. Okay, so we are part of parcel of Krishna. We belong to that world. Na tad bhashate shuryo na shashanko na pavaka. But we are here. Why we are here? Due to our senses. Due to our senses. Okay, 5 senses plus 1 man, indriya. Man and indriya. Okay, then Krishna described his position as maintainer. Okay, Krishna described that he is sitting in everyone's heart, and from him only comes the remembrance, from him only comes the memory, from him only comes the forgetfulness. Okay, Krishna is the aim of all the Veda. Okay, after reading all the Veda, we have to know Krishna. Aim of the Veda is Krishna, knowing Krishna. Okay, who's no one? So aim of Veda is to know Krishna. Okay, and Krishna is the creator of Vedanta, and Krishna is the knower of the Veda. Then we have seen the essence, that is the summary of Gita, Vedanta and Veda, the 3 shloki Gita. Everywhere Veda and Vedanta, Krishna is celebrated as Supreme Person. There are 2 kinds of being. One is called fallible, one is called infallible. The beings who are in the spiritual world, they are infallible. The beings who are in the material world, they are fallible. Beyond the fallible and infallible, there is Supreme Person, that is Krishna. And all the Veda and Vedanta celebrate Krishna as the Supreme Person. Summary of Veda and Vedanta is same only, Krishna. Okay. Then last, knowing Krishna means knowing everything. If you know about Krishna, you know everything. Okay. There is no truth beyond Krishna. There is no truth superior to Krishna. If we know Krishna, then that means you know everything. Okay. So with this, we end our chapter. So Kali Yuga Dharma is chanting of the holy name. Already I have told many times, we have to chant always. Okay. So I'll unmute every person just to chant once with me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna.
Now comes the question and answer part. So if you have any question, please put in your hand raise is there. Yes, Rudrajit Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Please ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, is there any ghost in this Kali Yuga yoga?
Is there any?
Ghost?
Any words?
Ghost, ghost,
I'm not getting. Is there any
ghost. Bhoot.
ghost?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Ghost. Yes,
Yes.
ghosts are there, Prabhu. Ghosts are there. Even there is planet of ghosts and spirits. Krishna says the person who follow, who are in who worship the ghost and spirits, they will go to the planets of ghost and spirits. So there are planets of ghost and spirits are also there. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes. Every day, Rudrajit Prabhu will have one question. Very nice. Prabhuji, from where you are? Rudrajit Prabhu?
I am from Shillong, Prabhuji.
Shillong Prabhu? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Every day I see Prabhuji. Prabhuji is very regular.
Yes,
Nayar
Prabhuji.
Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji very regular. I see every day his name. He will ask every day some question. Very nice, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Nayar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. So let's see if there is any question.
Rajalakshmi Reddy Mataji has raised her hands.
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Why is
Krishna,
that
Mataji.
we don't have many Krishna temples around? It's not so frequent like how you have a Ram Mandir, Vishnu Mandir, Shiv Mandir, Hesa. Why are Krishna temples very less?
So many Krishna temples are there, Mataji. So many are there. If you see ISKCON temples only, there are more than 800 temples all around the world. Okay. Only ISKCON temples, if you see, so many are there around the world. 800, more than 800 temples are there. Okay.
Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Do we have any question? Please ask. Don't keep questions with you. Please ask.
Rudrajit has wished Shubharatri to you, Prabhuji.
Yes. You can come, Prabhuji. Sleep early, come in the morning for the chanting with the temple. Temple link will be, chanting link will be sent, no, Prabhu?
It has been, we will post it. We will post it.
Yes. Come with us for the chanting.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay. So we don't have any questions. Shall we end the session, Prabhu? Okay, one is there.
Is human life the only form of liberation and attain lotus feet? Asks S. Krishnan, Prabhuji.
Yes, human form of life is only form of life where we can have intelligence for the realization that we are the servant of Krishna. So it is very important. Okay. We can either utilize that life for fulfilling our sense gratification, which we cannot because desires are unlimited. Okay. Unlimited desires, material desires, if you see, unlimited. Or we can desire for Krishna, we can fulfill that desire of attending Krishna through this life. Okay. Both are there. Either you can choose stone or you can choose diamond. Okay. Just like Dhruva Maharaj said, diamond or stone, what we want. Okay.
Prabhuji, Ajay Sahore is asking, how can we fast track our spiritual journey and how we should handle roadblocks?
Depends on our desire. If you want fast track your spiritual journey, your spiritual journey will be fast track. If you want just not the wanting, you have to act accordingly. Okay. So if you want your material desires to be fulfilled, material, whatever you want, okay. So if you want the spiritual desire, spiritual journey to fast track, start following the process sincerely, actively, okay. Start sincerely, give your time. If you are active 24/7 on the material platform, you will be a material person. If you are active 24/7 in the spiritual platform, you will be a spiritual person. So if you want to fast track your journey, 24/7, you be on the spiritual platform. Okay. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. That's it. Okay. Fast track.
There's complete silence.
We'll also end the session then, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll end the session. So thank you very much, Nair Prabhu. Thank you very much, Abhinav Prabhu, Aishwarya Mataji, Chanda Mataji, for coming and helping me out. Thank you very much, the devotees, for joining the session and asking nicely wonderful questions. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to see 16th chapter, Daivik and Asuric Gun. Okay, the divine and demoniac quality. That chapter is also very nice. Okay, so we'll meet there. Till that time, I'll unmute every person. Hare Krishna, devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu bhave.